Okay. So today is October, what day is it? 14th?
Yes.
October 14th, 2014. Welcome, you guys. Very excited to talk to all of you today. Some exciting momentum happening on the team right now. I see new coaches being added every day, which is super exciting. Hopefully a couple of them might even join us today, if possible, onto our call. But if not, we'd like to welcome them all, and maybe they'll catch this recording. So, of course, we've got Holly, who's joined the team. We've got Kirk, who's joined the team. And we've got Erica, who's your other coach?
Chris, right?
Well, Chris, yes, of course. And there's one more. Is your audio off? I think so. Caitlin. That's the one I'm trying to think of. Caitlin.
Oh, yeah. You mean the one that Michelle just... Wait, no.
That was Holly. No, it was
Holly.
Holly. So we've got some exciting new additions, which is really cool. So what else is happening that's exciting and positive in your world this week? Michelle, what about you? I know you were telling me a little bit before everyone else got on the call.
Yeah, it's, I didn't train as much on my bike as I should have for our bicycle ride, but was able to accomplish it. And it's interesting because the only thing that I can relate it to is T25, the P90, the Shakeology, that lifestyle change, because I hadn't been on the bike as much as I should have. And I would have never been able to accomplish it before. So it's been fun because now we're getting into these recipe things, that I think Erica's kind of instilled a little cooking in me. I'm very unusual. Oh, her audio's not working.
Yeah. So how many miles did you and Paul ride?
104 in 2 days.
Oh my gosh.
That's great. And hilly, right? And you guys went to Cape Cod?
Yeah, very hilly. So it was great. And windy. You keep blowing off the bike because the part of the Cape is so narrow. You got wind from both sides.
Wow.
So it was great. It was awesome. So now we say what we can do next. Like, all right, what's our next trip?
That's beautiful. I love it. Well, what's funny is, and I know Erica has a lot to share. She's trying to figure out what's going on with her audio and everything. But we've had some really exciting things happening this week at the Johnson house too, haven't we, babe? So we
Did she just say like?
She's like, what?
Bye.
She's so used to this stuff. So our P90 group has just kind of taken off. It's just kind of gone off. I think we've got 10 people in the challenge group now, which is amazing. Most of them new customers. We have one person in the group who was in the T25 group, but it looks like there's some people that were in the T25 group that maybe T25 maybe felt like it was just too much for them, so they're looking at it too, which is great. And so it's really exciting. I think that P90 is going to be a really successful program for us because I think it's more accessible to so many people as a starting point. I also wanted to share that I had a couple of people do the 21-day fix, and Lisa and I have the 21-day fix, but we haven't done it yet. But I've seen people doing such great things with the 21-day fix that it's inspired us that we want to actually go through the 21-day fix, but I want to finish the program I'm on now too, just to experience it. But what I'm finding from a couple people that are in the 21-day fix is that they really like it, and they like the workouts too. So they're kind of getting hooked. It's less of a commitment, right? It's easier to get somebody to commit to a 3-week program sometimes.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me now? I think I got it fixed.
You're here. All right.
I was just going to say the 21-day fix. I was thinking of doing a challenge between Thanksgiving and Christmas, starting the week after Thanksgiving and go right up until Christmas.
Actually, Daddy.
It is Daddy.
That's a great idea. I love that idea. And hi, buddy.
And I actually have the 21-day fix. Chris got it when he signed up as a coach. So when I do PIO, I think I'll do it and then do the challenge between the holidays.
That's awesome. Now, you guys know that you can order the 21-day fix containers separately from Beachbody for like $17 or $18. So if you're doing it as spouses, That's a great way to do it. You can just get extra containers. Buddy, I'll
my mom actually started the 21-day fix today.
Awesome. Well, I love that idea. Maybe we can gang up and put all of our team people in one group.
Huge.
Yeah. That would be really great.
And I think the 21-day fix makes you realize how much you should be eating and you're not eating. Because I think a lot of us try to limit what we eat. And when I started 21-day fix, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't eat nearly what I should.
That's a good point.
Snacks in between. So I think that really changes your whole mindset.
That's a really good point. So Erica, I just inserted ourselves into your group. What do you like that idea? Or?
Yeah, sounds good. I think I might also do my next healthy eating challenge. I'm going to shape it with the PIO nutrition guide because it's very similar to the 21-day fix, just not with the containers.
Yeah.
So.
You guys are on fire. You guys are really doing great. I'm so proud of all of you. I do have a little bit of a couple of reminders a couple points I want to go over with you guys. And I just want to reiterate a few things. So again, you guys are just doing great. We're starting to get some momentum. Let's keep the momentum going. A lot of people are thinking about the holidays, and what I've been telling people is, most people gain 5 pounds in the holidays, and they never lose it. They gain 5 every year. Let's get started working right now so that you're not adding that 5 pounds this year, as we go into the holiday season. And I said, don't worry, you can still eat as much as you want on Thanksgiving and as much as you want on Christmas, but those are 2 days instead of 45 days of going off. You know what I mean? But again, just a couple of points I want to remind you guys on is, one, I got to remind you, and I know I'm preaching to the choir with you 3, but hopefully the rest of the team will be watching this video later and we'll get these points. We need to consistently be the product of the product. You got to make sure that you're in a workout program. You got to make sure that you're doing it on a daily basis, that you're not falling off the wagon, because it's hard to keep other people on the wagon enough. So we got to be consistent. If it's hard to do for yourself, do it for your challengers and for the people following you. Make sure you're doing your Shakeology every day. All the things that you need to be doing to be a product of the product. So you can tell me great stories like Michelle just did about how she was able to ride 104 miles and she's not getting sick. Everyone's getting sick. She's not getting sick. She's showing them how vibrant and healthy she is. Again, as you're being a product, you need to post consistently. You got to be consistent about sharing what you're doing because, again, you are setting the tone and setting the model. I know if I forget to post a workout, I actually feel really bad. Sometimes my most popular posts are the ones where I say, oh, I almost forgot to post. People are excited to see that I followed through in the end, But you want to be sharing your story consistently so that you're showing people that you're leading by example. One thing I do want to say about that, though, is as you're posting and sharing on social media, remember the posts always need to be about them. So as you share your story, I'm sharing this to help you. I'm sharing this. I'm hoping to inspire you. And so nobody wants to see you talking about you unless it's in some way helps them. Does that make sense? We always joke, obviously I work with a lot of real estate people through Buffini. We always joke about the big fake Olin Mills real estate portraits that real estate agents invest in for their cards. And we always say the only person who cares about the picture is the real estate agent and their mother. But they care about the relationship. And that's what we're after too, is letting people know that we care and that we are showing them the way. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Also, make sure that you're not just posting Beachbody stuff. Make sure you're posting other things. You need to be a well-rounded person. Obviously, you're passionate about health and fitness, and that should come across, and you're consistent about it, and that will be inspiring. But you also need to do other stuff. Okay. By the way, people love dogs. Don't overdo it, but if you have a dog, make sure you're posting every once in a while about your dog. My dog gets better likes than the kids sometimes, huh, babe?
Yeah.
She is cute, though. She's my girlfriend.
Looks like Holly joined the call.
Hi, Michelle.
How are you, Holly?
Hi, Holly. Welcome.
Hi, thanks.
Welcome to the team. We're excited.
Me too.
To have you. Have you and I met before at a Buffini event?
I think we have.
I think so. You look really familiar.
I didn't realize it until I saw your face. Like, yeah, I know him.
That's awesome. Well, we're really excited to have you on the team. I was just
thanks.
So on the call we have obviously Michelle.
Yep.
Also, Erica, friend from Connecticut, is over in the corner there.
Hi, Erica.
And my wife, Lisa.
Hi, Holly.
So we're excited, and we're recording this call as well, so you can pick up the parts you missed, and we'll post it on the Facebook group later today. And I was just going through a couple of points with the team. One was making sure that we're a product of the product, so we want to live what we teach and consistently do our workouts and drink our Shakeology. I was telling them, number 2, to make sure they're posting consistently, to share their progress so that they can inspire others with how consistent they're doing, and to make those posts not about us, but about the people that are reading it. And the third point, now you're all cut up already. The third point is to make sure we're inviting. We have to actually be inviting. We can't just post and hope they come. And so there's a couple of things I want to tell you guys about that. And one is, we talked about this briefly, I think 2 calls ago, and it was such a great tip, which is when people like your posts, they could be your health posts, they could be the posts about your dog that we were just joking about, whatever they are. But when people like things on your page, or if you guys use, I'm talking primarily about Facebook because that's my favorite social media channel. If you guys use other channels too, whatever's equivalent. But reach out to those people and message them, and you don't need to message them with, hey, you liked my souffle recipe, will you join my challenge group? But just reach out and say hello and connect on a private message. See how they're doing. Here's the thing I will tell you is they know. If you've been posting consistently, they know about your health and fitness stuff that's going on, and they just want to ask you about it. So when you just say, hey, how have you been? How are things going? Likely they will say, great, I've seen you, you're a monster, you're working out, you're doing T25, you're doing P90X, whatever it is, or I'm so inspired by you. That usually will come as the follow-up. It might not, and that's okay, but you want to make contact. And you might just say, I don't know if you've seen on my posts that I've been working as a Beachbody coach, please let me know if I can ever help you with any of your fitness goals. Something like that. Okay, and you're just planting seeds. So you've got to just always be planting seeds. And remember, we're not trying to sell anything to anybody. We're just trying to help as many people as we can to really have a life-changing experience. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So we want to make sure, don't be afraid to private message people whenever they interact in any of your social pages. And the other piece of this is, number 4, you need to be adding new friends. You need to be making new relationships. If you're in a situation where you're out meeting people, Holly and Michelle, you guys are in industries where you're face-to-face with customers a lot. Erica, you're in more of an office environment, so maybe you don't come across as many people, but always be open to meeting new people and talking to people. But also on your social media platforms, you need to be adding new people every day to your friend list. And so I know some of you will say, wow, Eric puts a video up and he got 5 people bought challenge packs from one video. Look at how many friends I have on Facebook. Okay. I have been adding people to my Facebook list for years, and I consistently do it. Every time Facebook gives me that little people you may know thing, I go through and I send 3, 4, 5 friend requests. And so I recommend you guys do that as well. You go through and you send friend requests. Now look, I know there are people you don't want to be friends with. The annoying guy from chemistry in high school. You don't really want him playing, right? Whatever. But here's the thing I'll tell you about this is every person that you see, first of all, that may have been 20, 30 years ago, and he might be amazing. But the thing is that each person represents a sphere of influence that you can have an impact on. And you've already seen people have completely life-changing experiences through this. We've just recently watched Lisa's mom stabilize her blood pressure. Mm-hmm. And that's life-changing. What does that mean for our family and for that beautiful little boy who's lurking around in the camera behind mom right now? That means the world. And so that is what we have an opportunity. There he is. That's what we have an opportunity to make those kinds of impacts. Paul,
huge.
Paul's life is different.
Absolutely.
Your marriage is different. Hmm? So let's not lose sight of how important this is, that we expand our influence, because, Beachbody's mission is to end the trend of obesity. That's great. What does that mean, though, for individual people and individual families? It's literally life-changing. So I encourage you guys, add new people. And what you can do is when you go into a relationship with somebody that you're pretty close to, you can go into their friends list and just scroll through, and it shows you who you have, how many friends you have in common with people. So you'd be maybe surprised sometimes to see that you have 3 or 4 friends in common with somebody that you've never met. And for those of you who are more outgoing, that's where you might send a friend request and a message that just says, hey, I just noticed that we know a bunch of people in common. Maybe we should know each other, or something like that. So again, as you're comfortable, but make sure that you're adding people. When you're out talking to people, yesterday we had a situation I was giving Lisa a hard time about. She was buying some items on Craigslist. And, right? Or not Craigslist, but she was buying some items from somebody that she met online that was local. And this person turns out to be an athlete, some sort of professional athlete, right? And I gave her the Beachbody card, and I go, make sure you give her your coach card and tell her, like, hey, just so you have my number in case you have more items like this that you might want to get rid of. And I was giving her a hard time because she forgot to give her the card. How could you forget to give her the card, right? But this is the thing is, we're having a giggle about it, and it's no big deal, but just getting in the mindset of being able to just communicate with people that, oh, I'm a Beachbody coach, so if you ever need any help with that. So many people are intrigued by the videos and the T25 and the P90X commercials, and oh, that stuff's really crazy hard, isn't it? And that's when you could say, well, actually, they came up with a new one called P90, and it's not crazy hard. It's pretty amazing. And this is what it's done for me. And it's just a great way to talk to people. So I encourage you guys, get out of your comfort zone, meet new people. So many times we've seen, I know, Holly, Michelle, you guys have seen Brian Buffini speak, and he wanted to add 5 people to his database on a daily basis. So, you guys can do the same thing. It doesn't have to be, you're not trying to sell a house to them. You're just saying, hey, I post healthy tips and recipes, can I add you to my, Facebook wall or whatever? Would you like to be in my clean eating group next week? Whatever the case may be, there's lots of ways we can engage with people in a really attractive way that's not too challenging. Does that make sense? So obviously you guys know these things. Product of the product. Be consistent in your posts. Invite people. Don't just wait for them to interact with your posts, but actually get out there and invite people. And make sure that you're adding new friends, because you can't expect to leverage social media when you have 150 friends on there. To make if you want to feel better about that, Lindsay Matway said she had 150 friends on her Facebook when she started as a coach, and she's the #1 coach of the year 3 years later. So I don't even know. You guys are friends with her. I wonder how many people she's friends with now.
Oh gosh, imagine.
I'm sure she's almost to the max, if not already there, which is 5,000. So, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Awesome. So,
the Fit Club at all?
What's that?
The Fit Club. Have you done anything with that or looked into that portion of it?
I've really thought about doing a Fit Club. At our old facility at Buffini, we had a workout room, which would have been so perfect.
Nice.
People have asked me about doing it here, but we don't really have a facility for it. We have a training room that I could move furniture in, but I'm sure I would have to go through the whole.
I think Michelle, are you referring to a Fit Club that's online, like in Beachbody's website?
Well, you can host them. I don't have one being posted within 50 miles of me.
Yeah, usually a Fit Club, babe, is where you actually get a group of people together to do a workout together, kind of like what we do at Super Saturday.
Oh, that's cool.
And the difference between a Fit Club and being a certified P90X or certified Insanity or PYO trainer is you're just watching the DVD as opposed to leading the group yourself. So in order to lead a group yourself in the workout, you have to get a certification through Beachbody. But you are allowed to do Fit Clubs as a coach, which means you can play the DVDs for a group and they can work out together. And they're really effective, especially as you guys get, and I know Terry Hunter, who's not on the call today, she's in a conference call. She emailed me, she couldn't make it. She wants to do Fit Clubs, and that's one of the reasons she became a coach, because she belongs to a tennis and golf club, and they have lots of friends, and they have a workout room, and people are interested in doing it. And so she wanted to become a coach so she could do T25 workouts occasionally with some of her friends and get them interested. So it is a great way to do two things. One is if you have a challenge group that's local, it's a great way to build community. Hey, everybody come over to my house. Even if it's 3 or 4 people, you could do that in your home. Come over to my house, and we work out together on Saturday, and I'm going to make the amazing kale salad from Costco. Oh man, that is good if you guys have not had that yet.
Oh,
Okay,
good.
so
My favorite.
Lisa and I are addicted to it. So, you know, whatever the case may be. But also if you have people who are kind of interested, then you invite them to the Fit Club as well. So you have your challengers coming in, and then maybe 2 or 3 people who are interested say, hey, we're going to do cardio from the Alpha Cycle T25 on Saturday. It'll be fun. You want to come over and do it. And so somebody might want to come over and try out one of the workouts. So that's kind of a fun way to do it. And they can see how everybody feels uncoordinated and goofy.
And I was thinking that you could also do a shake and share event coupled with it for Shakeology. You know, I have a friend who's opening a gym locally, and he's trying to get some PR and some promotions. So he said, Michelle,
go Michelle.
I just think that might be a neat thing, you know?
Well, you know, and somebody who's opening a gym may be interested in being certified as a P90X or Insanity instructor, because they're very popular in gyms. And I know that I know a lot of kickboxing gyms and a lot of CrossFit gyms now are offering those classes. It's kind of funny that you mentioned that.
Why doesn't somebody open one?
You do?
Yeah, right down the street. I got to go talk to her.
Yeah, because those classes are popular. People want to. There are people who are attracted to the workout because they've seen the infomercials. They've heard people talking about it, but they're convinced that they're not the kind of person that works out at home. They want to do it in the gym. So it's perfect because what happens is somebody at the gym can become a coach and get certified, and then they're licensed and teach those classes live.
We have an instructor in Massachusetts that she'll certify you. There's one right in Boston area.
That's awesome. Or you can also do it when you come to Coach Summit in July. You can get all your certifications. So I actually was I was at the chiropractor on Friday. At least I didn't even tell you this.
What?
And he was kind of asking me a little. It's funny because so our chiropractor is a partner in 2 CrossFit gyms. So it's the CrossFit gym and the chiropractor practice. They're combined as one building, and then there's 2 locations, and he splits it between the 2. So he's like that's why we like him, because he works with people's spines that are athletes. And we like to think of ourselves as athletes, right, babe?
Yes.
But he's been intrigued by the Beachbody thing, but he's into the gym. He's like, it's his business. So they're kind of like competing. But he was asking me about the P90X and Insanity classes in the gym, because his brother, who lives in the East Coast, also just opened a CrossFit gym, and he's doing those classes in his gym. So he was kind of intrigued. And I thought it was funny because now we're starting to build the thought in his head of working Beachbody into the gym, which, by the way, a gym selling Shakeology is a gold mine.
Yeah, I was even thinking about that. Like, why? Because they're paleo. That's their big thing. So I don't know how even the vegan recipe would work into their diets. I don't know if they would consider that paleo, or you know what I mean.
I don't know enough about paleo.
I believe it is paleo, because I know a lot of Beachbody coaches are paleo, and I've seen things called paleo plus Shakeology, eating plans and stuff like that up on the Beachbody boards. So yeah, I think they're intrigued. We should start, gently. I think probably chiropractors get approached more than anybody else by all these crazy shakes. But it may be worth dropping off some.
Massage therapists too are good. Cool, mine.
What's that, Holly?
Massage therapists.
Yeah, I mean, they get hit by it, and they've seen all of the stuff that Herbalife people have been there. By the way, I've been promising this for a long time, and I know we're just about done with time, but I will make a commitment that I will make this video this weekend. I've been planning to do this for a while, which is a video comparing the ingredients of the 5 major competitive weights.
Yeah, we need to do that.
Shakeology. And so we're going to do Herbalife, Body by V, which is a really popular one here in Southern California. Isogenics.
I did that before.
You did?
Yeah.
So I mean, I've looked at all of the ingredients online, And I've been able to talk to people verbally about why Shakeology is so much superior to those just based on the ingredients. But I want to do just a quick video where I hold up the ingredients and explain it, because there's really nothing that compares to Shakeology. If there was something better than Shakeology, I'd be on a team call with them.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about Advocare? Have you heard anything of that? Someone that bought a challenge pack does Advocare, and I know Megan said a lot of her friends do Advocare. The ingredients are terrible.
Advocare is terrible. Advocare is a Ford Escort.
It's just like a drink. It doesn't have a
so, and you know, Isabel Deichler did this great. She came on the call. Gosh, what was it? I think it was the Surge. Remember the Surge? I played part of it on one of our calls. She came on and she said, "Look, if you want to know if something is quality or not, you look for two ingredients. Two ingredients tell you that the whole thing is cheap. One is soy protein, and two is any artificial sweeteners like sucralose or aspartame." Yeah. And so those things are both in Advocare. So you can look at it and see that it's got artificial ingredients like crazy. So it's not all natural. It doesn't really have any of the superfoods that Shakeology has as well. So it's really easy to do a side-by-side comparison. Their energy, it's more calories too. And their energy drink is basically caffeine Red Bull. So if you look at that too. So yeah, their products are not very high quality, but you'll definitely feel the energy from their energy drink because it's caffeine, taurine, guarana, all the natural caffeines, all natural caffeine, right?
Look at the ingredients in isogenics. They have that in there, and it causes severe migraines.
Really?
And there was one person who ended up in the hospital, and they didn't figure it out. And then I started getting them figured it out, and I told them, "Oh yeah, we changed that ingredient," but they did nothing about it.
That's craziness. Well, yeah. I know on the other end of the spectrum, Megan McKinney, who's one of our amazing coaches on this team, she had migraines forever, right, Lise? I mean, yeah. And about 5 weeks into the challenge group with Shakeology, they went away.
I think it was before that. I have one of my customers had, what is that condition? Gout? I don't even know what it is, but I guess it's painful, and she is like pain free. She doesn't have any pain at all. So it's pretty incredible. And that's what I'm trying to convey to people, you know, how great it is, but I'm trying not to make it sound so salesy. That's what
I'm posting tonight. I'm posting a Shakeology blog post.
Oh, good.
But my friend Caitlin, who just signed up as a coach, she had like stomach issues, like stomach pains, and they're completely gone now.
So great.
It's amazing. You know, I was just going to tell you guys, there has been thousands of testimonials posted online. So you can Google any condition and with the word Shakeology and get loads of conversations. And I've done that with people where they've said, "Oh, well, I have fibromyalgia." And I said, "Look, I don't know. I'm not going to make any health claims. Let's just Google it together and see if there's any testimonials." And it's like for everything. So do that with them. And there'll be people going, "This is a bunch of crap. This Shakeology doesn't work," which is okay because those posts add legitimacy to it too. You know what I mean? You need to have a little bit of that. You need to have a little pepper with the salt. But yeah, you guys, I mean, that's the thing. Like you said, Lise, tell the stories. Stories tell, and it's not like selling. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I know we're out of time. I'm getting the warning from that we're almost out of time. But I want to encourage you guys, keep doing what you're doing. Keep the momentum going. Keep the foot on the gas. Reach out to people. Add people to your book of friends constantly. Reach out to people. Don't deny them the help that you have by being shy about it. If you're focused on helping other people, it's not going to come across the wrong way. Your heart will show through. If you guys, those of you guys who are Emeralds, make sure that you have your application done. We're going to start on Monday, Emerald to Diamond. I'm going to be doing it with you guys, so we're going to go for it. And we have done we probably haven't been as committed as we could be on some of these programs. I think if we really focus on this one, we're going to see amazing things. And talking to the Welties and their team who were part of the pilot program, developing this out, and the results that they had has been unbelievable. They had a considerable number of people go to 1 and 2 star diamond, not just diamond. So that's what I hope will happen.
And I also think those seeds we're planting now, we're going to accomplish what we do before the end of the year, but also our first quarter of next year when everyone's in healthy setting, it's just going to.
Right.
Yep.
Everybody wants to lose their weight.
Let's get people in challenge groups now. Let's save them now before the holidays are over so that they don't finish the holidays not being able to move. You know? We'll get them in now. And this is what I tell them is you can take the day off. You can take the holidays off the day. But we're going to work out the day before and the day after and eat well the day before and the day after type thing. So if you can, have Thanksgiving at somebody else's house and don't bring the leftovers home. Okay, you guys are awesome. I'm so grateful for you guys. Keep it going. Holly, I'm so glad you made it today on the call.
Me
We're
too.
very excited. This is a great team. We're a new team, but we're building steam fast, and it won't be long before the rest of the Beachbody community is very aware of the Good Life team.
Great.
We'll have to go to Summit with our freshly designed T-shirts. Some obnoxious bright color. But I'll talk to you guys soon. And again, make sure you guys are plugging into the Good Life team online. Michelle, you and Holly are going to start doing Coach Basics?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, so I've got everything all printed out for it today, so it's all good.
Okay. Well, you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for what you do. God bless you.
Say bye, Daddy.
Bye.